The results showed that stratification and bottom hypoxia of Upper Newport Beach was spatially heterogeneous during the study. In the head of the estuary, high dissolved oxygen was found at the surface, while low dissolved oxygen was close to the bottom. But when moving down estuary, the dissolved oxygen layers were not as prominent. Also, the water residence time affected these hypoxia events, where the amount of water in the reservoir is divided by the rate of addition of water, or the rate lost. Mostly, these time periods were relatively short. Although, there were time series collected that showed several periods where the water residence time exceeded 4 to 5 days. The water residence time is coincided with ebb tides where the hypoxic events occur. Depending on the time of day, these ebb tides carry the heterogeneous layers to downstream estuary, establishing that mixed result of dissolved oxygen. The different dissolved oxygen levels are determined by the ebb waves occurrence, such as during the day or in the afternoon, oxygen-rich waters will be carried by these waves, while at night or early in the morning, oxygen-poor waters will be carried. This is important as these times determine when the hypoxia events occur. The events also correlated with the moon's gravitational pull during diurnal phases of the tide cycle. Spring tides were associated with the new moon and full moon, and neap tides occurred between those moon phases. The graph shows levels of dissolved oxygen during certain tides over the month of September in the study. Overall, these results are all contributions to the hypoxia events that occurred daily in Upper Newport Beach. It is important to note that although eutrophication is naturally occurring, humans contribute much anthropogenic waste associated with the increases in these events. Now let's take a closer look on how these events will affect mobile organisms in a case study about Chinook salmon in California. One particular case study of eutrophication and hypoxia affecting an ecosystem would be the populations of Chinook salmon in California that are primarily supported by the Central Valley watershed. Hypoxia in the waters of Pacific salmonids is becoming increasingly prominent due to the fact that these bodies of waters are particularly susceptible to poorly managed runoff from agriculture and sewage. In a study conducted by the Department of Animal Science at UC Davis, researchers found several signs indicating a clear difference between spawn Chinook salmon and irregular developments from the hypoxia ecosystem compared to an ecosystem considered normoxia.